Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will put total weather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
And now on second down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Kelly. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. They'll try to power their way ahead.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Finds a crease at the 20. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Unloads quickly. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Vanderbilt's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Commodores want to move quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They're trying to get to it. He's right on target. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Commodores are on the move. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Kurtz. Bulldozes his way through. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep the quarterback standing up straight.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done. cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safe. Manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Now on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Quick release by the QB. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're a quarterback and you throw a comeback route, you really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline, making it look like he's running way down the field. Nice connection between them.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
Got it in the middle. It's Terrell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
The mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, you're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for space. It's Kelly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Back to throw, it's Payne. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, what a great break. Job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Hits it with a stiff arm. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And was offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Last play didn't go as planned. Now second and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Payne. Getting some heat. He's got his man, makes the grab. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Might be looking to run. The running back gets his hands on it, but he's not able to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments. Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
On second down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On the ground with the counter. Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Steps away to find some room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick strike complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They want to just keep throwing it. He got it! Jumped on top of the pile.
You see it more and more small. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Neal boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Payne. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Neutrals on defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Torgerson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gets it out fast.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
On second down, just keeps firing. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It'll be a draw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Moves around to clear up the vision. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards in his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback will audible. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. At the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Badger! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Defense playing a bail technique. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Curse. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.